Hi guys, this is Evolution, and today I have another upload for you, except this one is a little bit different to my normal ones. Instead of having a battle, I've got you a set I like to run on a Lucario when I put it into my team. Now, I'll get started now. As you can see, it's going to be a Mega Lucario, and to make things a little bit easier when I'm explaining it later, using the stats, I've typed in Mega here, so when I'm going through the stats, it shows the Mega stats, not Lucario's instead, so it's a little bit easier to explain. The item, I have to run Lucarionite to make it evolve into a Mega. The ability is adaptability, and adaptability is the reason that I choose Mega Lucario. Because before Mega Lucario came out, I'd rarely ever run Lucario, but with a new ability, some of its moves get a real boost, and it makes it a really strong option in the new metagame. Now, I'll start to go through the moves now. And before I do this, I want to make it clear there are two variants for Lucario. There's a special variant and the physical variant. Here I've got the special variant laid out because on the team I'm running at the moment, I need a special Lucario over a physical. I've already got some physical attackers, so the special Lucario helps out a lot more than the physical one would. And so as I go through the moves, or after I've gone through the moves, I can show you the moves I would use if I was running a physical Lucario instead of a special Lucario. So I'll start off with Aurora Sphere. Now, Aurora Sphere has a base power of 80, doesn't miss, it does not move, it never misses, that's why the accuracy is not there, and is Lucario's, I say, like, signature special move. And the reason that Aurora Sphere is so good on Mega Lucario is because of the ability, adaptability, its ability. Now, as you can see here, this Pokemon's same type attack bonus, so that's what stab means. If you ever hear the reference stab means the same type attack bonus, is increased from 1.5 to 2. And that's massive. Because if you're running Aurora Sphere on a Lucario, normal Lucario, Aurora Sphere is doing a base power of 120, so 180 times 1.5 is 120. But on Mega Lucario, because of adaptability, that base power is doubled to 160. So that means Aurora Sphere is doing a base power of 160 when attacked from Mega Lucario. So that's quite a big bonus, and is the reason that I run Mega Lucario. And now here, my next move is Dark Pulse. While this doesn't get any bonuses because Lucario is still fighting, I run Dark Pulse for ghosts because I also run Aurora Sphere and Vacuum Wave, so they're my two other attacking moves besides Nasty Plot. My other moves like marking Nasty Plot, obviously Nasty Plot's on attacking. So to attack ghosts, I run Dark Pulse, and I usually like to use my Mega Lucario on Mega Gengars because I think Mega Lucario, if you play it right, matches up very well against the Mega Gengar. And so with a Dark Pulse, that can take it out if you're at +2 or even sometimes at not +2. And so my next move is Nasty Plot, and that's just to get the special attack raise. It's very handy because some Pokemon switch out when they see Lucario, and if you know they're going to do that, you get Nasty Plot up, or in other situations, which we'll see a bit later because I have a little bit of a clip, you get the Nasty Plot up and it can really cause some damage on other teams. And now here I'm running the Vacuum Wave, and the Vacuum Wave now, because of adaptability, it means the special Lucario is, as I'd say, almost as viable as physical. Physical has a bit more power, but special is still very good now because of the adaptability. And that Vacuum Wave is a priority move with 40, so it always goes first, or usually goes first. There's some instances it doesn't, moves have higher priority than it. And so it normally has a base power of 40, and now, so when a Lucario attacks, it does 1.5 times that, so it does 60. When Mega Lucario attacks, it has a base power of 80. And this is handy because on other Lucario sets, before Megas came out, a lot of people used to run Extreme Speed to get that priority move with a base power of 80, but now you can get that power from a Vacuum Wave because of adaptability. So that's very handy, and is the reason that I chose Mega Lucario, because priority is a big thing in this metagame, I believe. So it's very handy to have some priority in your team. Now, as I said before I go to the stats, I'll quickly go through what moves you could run if you're running a physical variant of Lucario. Now, for Aurora Sphere, you have a few options. Actually, before I say that, I just want to say Aurora Sphere, another choice you'd have between Aurora Sphere, instead of Aurora Sphere, sorry, is Focus Blast. But personally, the accuracy is just too low. Even though it's got massive damage, the accuracy is too low for me to run it, so I decided to go for Aurora Sphere instead. And if another option you could have, if you don't want Aurora Sphere, you're happy with Vacuum Wave, you can go Flash Cannon. But personally, I like to run the Aurora Sphere because Aurora Sphere is very handy. A lot of Pokemon these days that are used, I should say, weak to the fighting type. So Aurora Sphere is very handy. So getting back to the physicals, if you're going to run physical Lucario, an option you could run that's similar to Aurora Sphere, there's a few. There's two really viable ones, I guess. Brick Break. So that's got a little bit less power, same accuracy, and I think it has a little bit less PP, but that's not really an issue when it has 24. And it can destroy screens unless the target is. So it won't destroy screens if the target's obviously Ghost or something, but it destroys screens normally. So it's got a little bit less power, but can destroy screens. So that little bit can come in handy. You don't usually use it often, but when you do use it, that's quite helpful because it can break screens. It's usually double the defense or special defense. And the other option instead of Brick Break, you could use Close Combat. Now this is the option I would prefer because I want my Lucario to go all out attacking because with adaptability, that base power is 240. Again, it has 100% accuracy. The only downside is, besides the PP, is that you lose one. Lowers the user's special defense and defense by 1. So you have to be a little bit wary because Lucario can be taken out easier. But if you're okay with that, Close Combat's a very good choice. Now, moving on to the next move, Dark Pulse. There's almost an exact replica for that Lucario can use, and that is the Crunch. The only difference here is that Dark Pulse has a 20% chance to flinch, whereas Crunch has a 20% chance to lower defense by 1. Now, next move, moving on to Nasty Plot. Again, Lucario learns almost an exact replica of it in Swords Dance, and instead of Special Attack, it boosts its attack by 2. So it's exactly the same, except one special one's attacking. It's physical. And the last move is a little bit different, because instead of running Vacuum Wave, you'll be running Bullet Punch. And again, it's a 40 power base power and 100% accuracy, and it usually goes first. But usually on a Lucario, people would be running Extreme Speed. But again, because of the adaptability, Bullet Punch does just as much. And again, because normal has no special attack, does no special effective damage when attacking, and Steel does, Bullet Punch is a more viable option in my opinion to use. And it also hits Ghosts, which normal doesn't. So that's two different options you can use when selecting moves. And then we'll go on to the stats. When Lucario evolves into Mega, it gains 35 in attack, 18 in defense, 25 in special attack, and 22 in speed. So as you can see here, I'm running a Timid Lucario instead of positive. I want positive speed because that's a crucial part as well, and I'll explain a little bit later. But without a positive nature and special attack, it still has 380 attack. If you did have a positive, it'd be around around 420, 418, something like that. And same with attack. Attack would be a little bit higher because it has a 5 higher base power than special. But Lucario's real bonus when Mega Evolving is its speed. It gains 22 speed in its base stat, and that extra 2 is very crucial because that 2 allows Lucario to outspeed Pokemon in the 110 speed tier and slower. So Pokemon that are included there are Gengar, Latias and Latios, Espeon, and other Pokemon that are a little bit slower, like Terrakion, which is 108, I believe. And so that 112 boosted positive nature means you're going to always outspeed a Gengar or a Lati or an Espeon or a Terrakion unless it's Scarfed. And that's very crucial because, in my opinion, Lucario is a very good Pokemon to use against Gengar, as well as Mega Gengar. Because Mega Gengar runs a normal speed stat of 110, and Mega Gengar, you can't run a Choice Scarf on a Gengar if you want to evolve it to Mega, and that's what most people do when they run Gengars nowadays, because Mega Gengar is a serious threat, because it's Arena Trap and things like that, and it's massive special attack, which I think is 170. I don't quite remember that, but I'm pretty sure it's 170, and speed is 130. So that's massive, so it's very quick and powerful. But one thing with Megas is when they evolve, the turn they evolve, if something is quicker than it before that turn, so if Lucario has evolved first, in the turn before, so it's 112, and you send that Gengar, which is 110, Mega Evolve it to 130, that 130 doesn't kick in until next turn, so for that turn, Lucario still outspeeds, and is like, and unless they're running a especially defensive Gengar, and full investment in HP, you'll one-hit KO it with a Dark Pulse. I think almost every time. Yeah. And then if it's got a +1, +2, because of Nasty Plot, you'll definitely KO it without a doubt, as you'll see a bit later. And also with the Nasty Plot boost, it's able to take out Latios one-hit KO. Latias is a 80% chance of a one-hit KO, because I think it hits between 90 and 120 or 110 depending on what set they're running. So it's a high chance of hitting a Latias, which has 100 special 30 defense. I think that's what Latias has. Whichever one has 130 special defense, it has a 90% chance of killing that one shot. Definitely take out a Tracheon with a Vacuum Wave, and Espeon again with a Dark Pulse. Definitely take that out. So now I have a little bit of a clip for you to show off Mega Lucario in all its glory. And here's the clip. So I've just sent out Mega Lucario. I'm expecting the Bullet Punch, because it's the only thing he really can do to make sure he gets damage off on me. So I go for the Nasty Plot. Now I'm able to sweep his team because of the +2 boost, and I know I outspeed everything, or with a priority. So I go for the Aura Sphere, take out his Rotom at 80%. And Rotom's quite a bulky Pokemon, so to be able to take it out from 80% is quite handy. Now he sends out his Gengar. He ends up Mega Evolving it. But as I said before, the 130 base speed doesn't kick in until next turn. So I'm able to outspeed him this turn. And knowing this, I go for the Dark Pulse, knowing that I'm going to be able to take it out, which is very handy. That will always take out a Mega Gengar with a +2 no matter what, because it's just too strong. And then, making sure I outspeed his last Pokemon in Greninja, I go for the Vacuum Wave twice. Super effective. Stab instead of ×2, and then +2. That's going to take out a Greninja every day of the week. Now, I think hopefully that gives you a good idea of how strong Lucario can be. And the physical set can even be stronger, because as I said, you can use close combat and things like that. And it's got a little bit more base attack for 5 more, so it's not too big, but it can be very helpful taking out some Pokemon with that last little bit. But as I said, I need more of a special attacker than a physical on my team at the moment, but I've run the physical one before, and it's very effective as a special, obviously. So, thanks for watching. A little bit different. If you'd like to, let me know in a comment down below. If you have any criticisms or ideas I could change on the set, let me know. Well, thanks for watching. This is Evolution saying goodbye, and hopefully see you next time.